In today's video, we're talking about everyday carry. What should you carry and why should you do it? Hi, I'm Steve, and welcome to Prepare to Live, where it's our mission to help you live a life-proof life. A life that's not impacted by the things that impacts others. So that you can live a life not isolated, but a life prepared to thrive in the midst of any situation. Today we're talking about everyday carry. And everyday carry is a much debated topic in the survival, prepping world. It has become a very tactical based thing, but most people don't need tactical based everyday carry. Now we're going to go through the items that I carry, but we're also going to go through the reasoning why I carry them, because if you're living in Alaska, your everyday carry is going to look much different than mine. If you work 2 hours from home, your everyday carry is going to look much different than mine here in North Georgia. So as I go through these items and give you the reasoning behind it, it's going to prepare you to think strategically through the items that you carry every day. And remember, these are items that you carry on your person. That collection of common items that are at hand so that you can tackle daily issues as you need to. I also carry an everyday carry bag, and we're going to take care of that in another video, and it's an expanded list of items, but today it's just those things that you keep on your person. The thing that I use most often in my everyday carry is my cell phone. I have copies of important documents, GPS, comms. I can run my business from this phone. Everything that I need technologically is right here. Now I know you may say, what about an EMP? What if everything goes down? There are some redundancies in my vehicle and in my everyday carry bag, but this is the item that I use most in all of my everyday carry. The item that I use second most is a flashlight. I carry a flashlight all the time in my left pocket. The reason I carry it in my left pocket is so that it's easily accessible even if I'm holding my weapon in my right hand. But this is not just for tactical situations. I use this light for everything. To look under furniture, to look around dark buildings and corners. I use this flashlight almost every day. Sometimes multiple times a day. It can be to check my daughter's tooth to see if anything's wrong or to get a better look at a splinter, but I use this flashlight on a daily basis. Light is one of the most important things you can have in a situation where you're trying to navigate, where you're trying to make your way back home, or just to make things easier as those eyes get a little older. The item that I use the next most is probably my pocket knife. I choose to carry this $30 Kershaw pocket knife. Now I have more expensive knives, but I've had this knife for about 3 years now, and it's just become my trusty everyday carry. I think the reason that I like this so much is simply because if I lose it, I'm not going to cry about it. If I lose a $150 Benchmade knife, that's going to make an impact. But if I lose a $30 knife, I can replace it. This is not for defense. I only carry one self-defense weapon. This is a tool. For me, this is a tool that I use to pry. I use it to open boxes. I use it to cut. That's what this knife is. It's just simply a tool. I don't use this for self-defense. The next most often used tool that I have is a pen and a notebook. You need a pen and a notebook with you at all times to write down ideas, tag numbers, whatever it may be, to leave notes in an emergency situation. But a pen and notebook is irreplaceable in a survival situation. Find one that easily fits in your pocket, that you can use, and that is very durable. If you do that, then you're going to always have a way to take down those important numbers, get that important information, or leave those all too important notes. The next item in the world of COVID is a mask. I know you may be opposed to masks. You may be politically opposed to masks. You may be medically opposed to masks. You just may be philosophically opposed to masks, or you just may be a racist against masks. I don't know what you have against masks, but the reason I carry a mask is simply because I don't want to be that guy that ends up in a gunfight over a mask. I don't want to be that guy that goes in a store and somebody asks me to put on a mask and I refuse, and there ends up being a confrontation and the police come and I make the headlines of the paper, an armed person refuses to put on a mask. Because we don't need that in our cause. We don't need this to come between us and our Second Amendment rights. So just simply carry a mask, and when push comes to shove, put it on and live to fight another day. The next item that I carry is a small multi-tool. This multi-tool has pliers, has a little saw blade, has a knife blade, also has a screwdriver, and a convenient carabiner to be able to clip it on. So this little multi-tool takes up very little space in my pocket, but comes in handy, and I've used it many, many times in a pinch to be able to do something that I didn't have the tool to do. My next item is my wallet. I carry a minimalist Travex wallet. The Travex wallet has RF protection so that the cards can't be scanned on the inside. Inside this wallet, I carry my ID, credit cards. I also carry a copy of an important document, my birth certificate, and also it has a handy dandy bottle opener. I don't know why everything in the survival and prepping world has to have a bottle opener, but for some reason we think that survival is going to depend on us being able to open a bottle with our wallet. But almost everything now comes with a bottle opener. This wallet has lasted for years and years and years, and I really like the rigidity of it. It's well made and constructed, and now it has the beautiful patina so that it looks like a work of art. Another item that I carry all the time is a cat tourniquet. And I just simply, I don't have one of those fancy carriers, I just simply attach it with a hair bow. I loop it through my belt loop, and then I also have a hair bow if I ever need it. But the cat tourniquet is something that I carry every day. Whether it be coming upon an accident, an active shooting, it doesn't matter what it is, I always have a tourniquet, because stopping bleeding can stand between life and death for someone. So I always have this item with me. Another item that I carry all the time is my Glock 19. I always have this, and this is my only defense weapon. I don't live in a large metropolitan area. I'm not at all skilled with knife work or even hand-to-hand combat, but I'm very familiar with and very good with this weapon, and I carry this weapon all the time. The only time I don't carry this is when I'm going to be on stage at my main job. I pastor a local congregation, and when I'm on the stage in my local congregation, most often I carry my Glock 26 because it's smaller and a little easier to conceal. And the last item goes with it is I carry an extra magazine. One is none, two is one. I carry this not because I think I'm going to be in a gunfight where I need to fire over 30 rounds of ammunition, but if the first mag fails, I have a second mag so that I can continue to operate the weapon as it was designed to operate. Now, let's talk about your everyday carry. What are the situations and circumstances you may find yourself in? If you find yourself in a place where you can't get home, what are the items you need to get home? My items will get me home. I work less than 15 minutes from my home. Very rarely do I go anywhere beyond that I don't also have my everyday carry bag, and I'm also in my vehicle with the supplies that I have in my vehicle. I always carry my Nalgene bottle filled with water. Today it's pink lemonade because some days are just pink lemonade days. Also, when you're thinking about your everyday carry, you may live in a state that doesn't permit concealed carry. So you may need to learn some blade work so that you can carry a knife as your primary defense weapon. You may live in a very cold environment. So one of your everyday carry items may be some hand warmers, maybe even a lighter or matches on your person so that if you were stranded, you could start a fire. What you need to do is make yourself situationally aware of the things around you. so that you can pinpoint the exact items you need to have on you, so that you don't have to wear tactical cargo pants with every pocket stuffed full of stuff, but that you can carry the items that address the needs that you have each and every day. Guys, when you're thinking about everyday carry, just know that it's up to you. Don't let anybody make you feel bad because you're not carrying the latest knife or the coolest gun or the coolest wallet. Carry the things that are going to move you from point A to point B and help you carry out the tasks that you do on a daily basis. If you've enjoyed this content, if you want more of it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Maybe give us a thumbs up and let me know what your favorite everyday carry item is right there in the comments below. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. And from my family to yours, we'll see you on the next video.